Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. I am your host, Karina Calhoun. This is the Go Be Great with Coach Karina Calhoun show. I am super thrilled, super excited. Y'all, this is the first episode of 2025 where I'm doing an interview. They've all been solos, and I'm super excited about this one. This is a monumental episode, and we're going to get into all of that later. But I want to introduce to you all a very, very good sister of mine. And I'm not going to say friend, but my sister, Katrina Payne. We have kind of the same first names, they mean the same thing. Katrina, how are you doing today?
Hello, hello. Oh, I am doing amazing. It is an amazing day. I'm just glad to be here and oh, life is great.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. And y'all see, she is very bubbly. Listen, always smiling, always laughing, always a positive attitude. So if I ever see her, hear her, and she's not that, I need to lace up my boots and I need to go ahead and ride out. We not waiting until dawn. We ride immediately.
Right.
Oh my goodness, Katrina. Where in the
Yes.
world are you?
I'm actually in Delaware, Newcastle, Delaware. I've been here. Originally from Brooklyn and
Okay.
left Brooklyn for family. My mother, it was young. My mother got a different job, and then we moved out to Delaware, and we've been here ever since. So,
Ah,
yeah,
okay, okay. Any plans to move anywhere else at any point in time?
yes. Don't
Okay,
know where,
awesome. Okay, listen,
but
happens,
we leaving.
right? What is
Don't.
something what
Mhm.
is your favorite food in Delaware? So, for those that are friends of the
Mm.
show, I am a huge seafood person. So, what is your favorite? What? I gotta come and eat. I gotta come and eat.
So that is absolutely now the one thing I will say about living in Delaware, it's very, very easy to get to DC, Baltimore, where
Mm.
the
Yeah.
seafood be seafooding, right? So it's good to be in that area. And yes, that literally between steak, I'm a steak girl,
Mhm.
as well as seafood, those are my favorite things to eat.
Yes.
Favorite, yes.
Yes.
I could
I
eat
love
seafood
it.
every day,
I
all
can
day. And that
too.
means
Oh,
all
that's why I
day.
need to be I don't wanna be near the beach. I just want an island where
Mm.
the seafood just is
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm. I literally had a conversation yesterday, in one of my live shows, and we found a realtor, and I'm like, "Ma'am, so I'm going to need a compound, and I'm going to need to find that near water because we'd rather be on a
Yes.
private island if possible, where I can go grab my own
Yes.
seafood." I was like,
Oh my
"All right, that would
goodness.
be amazing for me." Absolutely.
That would be amazing. I love it. I love it. So, I wanna ask Katrina, you all
Yes.
know, everybody that has been listening to the show for any length of time, I love this question because it really helps us to think about the mark that we're making in the world, the impact that we're making, and not just what we want to give the world, but what we want from the world. And
Mhm.
so I want to ask you, Katrina, you're now in a long list of folks. How are you loving on the world around you?
Ooh, that's an amazing question. Oh, how I'm loving on the world is really just helping them getting back to loving themselves over. For so long, I know from my own story, being a mom at 18, and kind of just putting life on hold, my things, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to see, I put all that on hold because I needed to make sure I raised an amazing human being. So since that was so important to me, I found that I kind of lost myself.
Mm,
Now that the child's grown, who am I? What do I like?
mm,
What do I want to do? Where do I want to be? Because I became so engrossed in being a mom, and my world became about nothing but about him. So I went on this journey where I needed to know myself again. And I think somewhere about age 45, 46, and I had to stop and think. I have an adult child, and they don't really need me anymore. So, what do I need now? Because I no longer have to think of the needs of others, but just me. And I realized for being gone, not gone, but being a mom and in that for so long, I didn't even know me. I didn't really know what I liked. I eat certain things because you're going to take your child because you know they'll eat it. So I took this journey, and it's like a mirroring process when I had to sit with me and just look at me and realize, what do I want? So my contribution is helping others do the same thing. It's like if you do this, you will literally find out there is an amazing human being deep down on the inside. And it's not like it's gone. It's just the fact that it's been buried by everything else, being a mom, working, being a wife, being this, being pastors, being doctors. But you just get buried and never get back to you. So my contribution is literally helping people get back there to find out how amazing they are.
That is just absolutely beautiful. And the reason why I wanted you to be on the show is
Mhm.
because I believe in this so like 100%. The young folks say 10 toes down. I literally believe in this so much so
Absolutely.
because this is something that I've experienced it. You all
Hmm.
know, um, I'm 53. I have an adult daughter. She's been here on the show, living her life, doing her thing. Um, so having experienced the empty nester situation, my husband and I, that's my dude. We're best friends,
Right.
but that doesn't mean that I am, even though we're a unit, I'm still an individual.
All day.
And so understanding this and really truly knowing this, that I can actually be who I've been designed to be without the pretense, without the mask is so amazing.
It is.
So I know that this is, and your title is life, love, and relationship strategist,
Mhm.
which I absolutely love that because you're taking it a step further than just a coach. And I don't want to diminish
Absolutely.
anyone that's a coach.
No,
That
absolutely.
that's great, that's wonderful, but you are actually honing in on strategies to see movement in people's
Mhm.
lives.
Mhm.
And so I want to ask you, what is the most common thing that you're seeing
Ooh.
with individuals? And you talked about, you know, moving from raising your family to now being this person. Who are you? So let's talk about that. What is the most common thing that you're seeing with folks?
Definitely empty nesters, even business owners who have gotten lost in the monotony of just having family, and it's like, how do I get back to this? How do I get back to me? Or people that don't even know like what self-care is. How do I take care of me? And to me it's a foreign question now because I'm like, I'm so used to this, and it's my world is about me now. So I'm just like, but people that don't even know that it's okay to be selfish. It's
Mm,
okay to put themselves first. Like you would be amazed by the conversations that I've had, and people are like, I can do that. Yes, yes. It's okay because I heard an amazing coach say, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can try that if you want to, but if you pour from an empty cup, they're not getting anything. And I've always loved, if you don't put your mask on and you go fly on the airplane, they tell you, make sure you put your mask on. Because if you put somebody else's on first, what happens to you?
mhm,
You have to put your mask on first. So hearing things like that, hearing people just trying to get back to even knowing, how do I start this? How do I get back to knowing me? and giving them steps and guidelines to help them. It's just, you know, it's just been an amazing journey. It's been an amazing
I love
journey.
it. I
I
love it.
love the fact of helping people get back to that.
Yeah. And so would you say that one of the things that people are having a hard time digesting is giving themselves permission to be themselves, to love on themselves?
Absolutely. And giving themselves grace,
Mhm.
because oftentimes I've heard where, I'll let someone else, they didn't do this, it didn't happen, but it's okay, no problem.
Mhm.
But not the same grace for yourself.
Yeah.
They begin to have very negative thoughts about themselves or what should have been, how quick this should have happened. And me as a newly 50-year-old woman, you know, just knowing timing, it's like, oh, well, I'm now 50. What am I going to do? It should have happened so long ago. And I'm like, timing it means nothing. It's going to happen when things are supposed to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now is the time, because you put everything else out there and you put everything else first. But timing, is really not important. It's about just making it happen. Every step, every movement will get you to you want to go. You just don't want to not do anything. Just keep
Yeah.
moving. So
Yeah. Absolutely. And so would you say this is something that is prevalent in men mostly, women mostly, or is it just human beings?
I personally think it's just human beings.
Yeah.
I think it's just an overall because, even thinking, like I said, and I say single mom, I was a single mom, but I have met single dads who, they've been trying to do this, but it is all human beings. It's getting back to just you, because oftentimes, of course, like I said, we give so much of ourselves to everybody else, to everything else, to every place else, to working at jobs. You're giving everything you've got, and they're not giving everything they have to you. So
Mm.
it is literally human beings, and we get lost in this and then forget who we are, what's important to us, and start living the blueprint that everybody else has created for you, that everybody else told you should be. Everybody else said you should go. Oh, you should do this. Oh, social, all kinds of stuff that come into play. But none of it rings true to you. And it literally is on all human beings. I will never say it's just women, because I see men do that too. But it's helping people. My goal really is to help people to start live an authentic blueprint that they created. Not what everybody else said, not where everybody else said you should be, where you should go, what you should do, what you should wear. But honestly, what rings true to you? Just because it looks good on someone else and makes it make sense, like everybody said you should do it, doesn't mean you should. Because it's not true. It's not
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah. So just, and I wanted to kind of bring that, just kind of bake that into the conversation because
Okay.
for those that are out there listening, male, female, I don't want you to feel like, oh, she's not going to work with me. You're actually
Absolutely.
working with men and women. It
Yes.
does not matter as long as they understand that there's work that goes into
Hmm.
this. Like you
And
have
it
to
is.
really be willing to strip some things down and then build yourself up. So talk about that just a little bit. We don't want to give
Hmm.
the farm away because you still got to take care of your household. So y'all know we real around here, but without giving the farm away. Talk a little bit about what you see is would be some things that people can do just initially.
Absolutely. Spend time with yourself. Literally
Mhm.
sit and just be by yourself. I've heard people say, no, I've never taken myself to dinner. Why not? I've never gone to the movies by myself. Why not? How do you even know what you really, really like unless you spend time with the person? Oftentimes in relationships, you spend time. That's the ultimate thing. But why not the relationship with yourself? So take some time, just be with you. Also, I like to get a mirror and look into it and just say the first things that come to mind when you think about yourself. Who are you? What do you like? But ask yourself face to face, like you having a conversation with someone else. What do you want? And then start to jot those things down. Write them down. And then if it's something that you want to do that you may never have done before, go do it. And even if you're scared, do it. Scared, but just do it. And take that time just for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And then of course there's more deep work that you go into with
Absolutely.
individuals. And so I heard a little something something. I
Uh-oh.
heard that you got a little something something that you offering folks. So let's do this. Oh, I love it.
So yes, 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 we do have a little something, something we're offering people. So I do currently have a free actual ebook out there called Getting to Know Yourself Again. And it is a guide to take you through those moments. So it's not like someone I'm leaving you on this journey by yourself. I'm in it, but I'm on paper with you. And I'm taking you through these steps to just getting back to you. It is an amazing read. It has a workbook in there where you can really start to deep dive. But that's like the beginning of the conversations with yourself. And then from there, we can do the rest of the work.
I love it. I love it. And I have to let you all know that it's not one of these little flimsy things that you see out here. No shade to anybody out there, but I've seen
Right.
it and I can attest that it is amazing. So if you are holding yourself back and
Mhm.
you're saying, this is not for me because X, Y, and Z, ask yourself why, and then run to her website. Katrina, tell us what your website is so that folks can go and grab that.
So the website that they can grab that free ebook is on it's theroyalway.com. Again, it's theroyalway.com. Come on over. Get it. Trust me, you'll enjoy this journey.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So let me ask you this. I want
Yes,
to
ma'am.
just, it's the royal way. I want to just, I want to talk about just briefly, what does that mean?
Mhm.
Why that name?
So I've literally been so I'll tell you how it came about. So for years, I have always called myself the Royal Queen. So, and it comes from, royalty being the upper echelon. I didn't want to live, even in my mind, in my thoughts, the bottom of this. I needed to elevate everything about myself. So, what better way but than to be royalty? What better way? Because the royals are the royals. So, that's where it's the royalway.com came from. It's because we plan to we're not staying down here at the bottom. And we're not average. Not at all. Not in the least bit. We are all royalty. So, let's bring that up.
I
That's where it
love
came.
it. I absolutely love it. And I also want to let you all know that Katrina is one of our core founding members of the Elevate Global Society. I am super thrilled about that. She is, and when I say one of the core, there's a handful of us who have decided that this is our way of life and we are unashamed about grabbing people and
Mhm.
bringing them forward. And
Absolutely.
so Katrina has decided to partner with me and, like I said, a handful of other people, and we're
Mhm.
literally pushing a succinct agenda forward. And
Absolutely.
I'm super thrilled about that. So we're going to have in the show notes, we're going to have Katrina's link to it's the royal way.com. We're also, and where you can pick up her book, her ebook. And if you want to schedule an initial call with her, you do have that available, correct? Awesome. And so I want to ask you any last thoughts that you want to share with the audience?
Yes. So I would recommend taking this journey. Again, you might find out there is an amazing human being under there. And I truly believe there is. And if you want to just talk, sometimes you do need someone to talk this through with. We can always have that conversation. We do this one heartfelt conversation at a time. Take the
I love
journey.
it.
I love it.
I love it. So, you all, this has been another great episode of Go Be Great with Coach Karena. I am your host, Karena Calhoun. And if you want to join the Elevate Global Society, you want to go ahead and get in as quickly as possible. Although this episode is dated, once the date passes for our current price, that price will not be the current price going forward. So I want to invite you to join the Elevate Global Society. I want to also say this, that this is not just another access community. This is not a place to just come and get some digital products that mildew on your desktop. This is a
Mhm.
place for you to actually get strategies, get support, and get a system that is going to help you build out your business. We are literally dropping resources in there, usable resources for you to hit the ground running immediately, regardless of where you are in your business building process. We have AI assistants, which is bots. We have GPTs
Mhm.
in there. Just drop those in there. We've got a handful of those. We've got a content planner, fully built out content planner that is 100% usable. We've got all types of things in there that is literally designed to get you if you're stuck, if you're living in a chaotic world, which I just want to say this, y'all. I used to live in a chaotic world.
Mhm.
I used to live in a world where I would start and stop. I was in this vicious cycle. I would not finish anything. And so now that's why I have hardwired in my mind, you have to have a finish line. You have to have a starting point, you have to have a finish line. And if you don't have those and then everything in between, what you're trying to do is not going to come to fruition the way you want it to because you don't have all of the pieces in place. So come over to the Elevate Global Society. Again, it's not just an access community. It is a place to literally build out your business and see the movement that you desire to see, earn the income that you want to earn. So I will see you all on the flip side. Bye for now.